First of all, what is poverty? Poverty is a state or condition in which a person or community lacks of financial resources and essential for a minimum standard of living. Poverty also means that the income level for employment is so low that the basic human needs can't be met. Poverty-stricken people and families might go without a proper housing, clean water, healthy food, and medical attention. According to the World Bank, the most commonly way to measure poverty is based on income. A person is considered poor if his or her income level falls below the minimum level that is necessary to meet the basic needs. This minimum level is usually called the poverty line. Poverty lines vary in times and place, and each country uses lines which are appropriate to its level of development, societal norms, and values. So, what is the international poverty line? The current international poverty line is $1.90 per day. It is calculated by taking the poverty threshold from each country, given the values of goods needed to sustain one adult, and converting it into dollar. It can be used to measure poverty globally.
Did you know there is a bit of controversial issue when addressing the proper poverty line in Malaysia? This controversy involved the United Nations claim on the poverty rate of Malaysia as vastly undercount. But why is that? Why United Nations released such comment regarding the Malaysia poverty rate? Okay, before we dive further, we need to understand the current poverty line and poverty rate of Malaysia released by the government. Currently, by using a new methodology in calculating a national poverty line income of Malaysia or PLI, Malaysia set a new PLI level of RM880 nationally and at a higher level of RM1,020 for Sarawak and RM1,180 for Sabah. This PLI was set based on the absolute poverty projection according to the official data released last year by the government. We can see that Malaysia official poverty rate dropped from 50% in 1970 to just 0.4% in 2016, well, at least based on the PLI standard that was used in 1977. Okay, this is where the problem appears. According to the United Nations human rights expert Philip Aston, while Malaysia has achieved undeniably impressive growth in reducing poverty in the last 50 years, the official claim that poverty has been eradicated or exists merely in small pockets in rural areas is incorrect and has crippled policy making. He criticized the Malaysia PLI as a tragically low line for a country that on the cusp of attaining high income sectors. In simple words, Malaysia PLI does not reflect an actual rate of poverty in Malaysia. Some independent analysis suggested that Malaysia poverty rate should be on 60% to 20%. This is based on the new PLI standard suggested by Aston at RM2,000 per household. This claim is further supported by the World Bank senior economist Kenneth Simler that said Malaysia PLI benchmark should be higher according to the World Bank's standard for extreme poverty and United Nations Sustainable Development Goal (SDG). However, this claim is rigorously rebuked by Malaysia. In 2019, Ministry of Economic Affairs Azmin Ali reproached the remark by UN as wholly unacceptable and irresponsible. He said that Malaysia PLI was set based on the guideline from the Canberra Group Handbook on Household Income Statistics, which is published by the United Nations. Okay, this issue may become a catalyst for government to revise the PLI and raise higher concern from the government regarding the effort in eradicating poverty. In 1971, Malaysia suffered huge disparity in income that depicted by the large gap of income among races in Malaysia, and due to that, Prime Minister at that time, Tun Abdul Razak, introducing nation new economic policy NEP under the second Malaysia plan in effort to closing the gap of income among races. This NEP proved successful when the absolute poverty rate in Malaysia dropped from 50% to 6.8% by 2004, according to the data released by the government, and the next initiative under the 9 Malaysia plan managed to decrease further poverty rate from 5% to 0.4% only in 2016. Alas, it's just mere statistic. Yes, I'm not denying the importance of statistics, especially in keeping us informed about something. However, I believe statistics cannot reflect the real problem and severity of poverty in Malaysia as a whole.
So, after Melissa and Sufi's discussion, I'm pretty sure that now you have a clear idea about poverty in Malaysia. What should we do as a human to help these poor people? First of all, spreading an awareness is really important. You see, nowadays, people are lacking of awareness on poverty and poor people. In a way, I'm not saying that they are unaware with this issue, rather they chose to ignore it because they doesn't feel the importance to aware about this issue. There are a lot of ways to spread awareness, but one of those is what we are currently doing. We make this video because we want to regenerate the awareness around our community. When people have an awareness towards poverty and poor people, only then we can talk about other ways to help these people. Because if people are still ignoring this issue, then all of our discussion on this issue is just pointless. Poor people in this context is not necessarily have to be people who live in old house or even people who live in a house that's soon going to collapse. Sometimes just within our neighborhood itself we can find people who are living in poverty. It is our obligation to help them. There are a lot of ways to help them. One of the way is by donating. Donating does not have to be a huge amount of money. You can donate as small as 10 ringgit. It may be small, but it can still help people in needs. So start donating. Also, donating is not necessarily have to be in money contact. You can donate foods. You can donate things that you don't use anymore. All of this can help them reduce their burdens. Some might say that even you yourself does not have that much money. Then the least you can do is simply donating energy. Go volunteering, teaching these poor kids. Share your knowledge with them. By teaching them, you can build a better future for them. You can go volunteer yourself helping others that on the mission to help poor people. Help them carry all the stuffs, help them distributing it. You see, there are a lot of ways to help poor people. There are a lot of ways to contribute. But now it is just a matter of you want it or not. Go and help people. Maybe we can't do much of a difference, but at least we can still give them hope for a better future. My name is Ahmad Afan bin Muhammad Zulkifli.
Hi, I'm Melissa.
I'm Muhammad Sufi Imran.
Hello, my name is Konita Hadijah.
My name is Muhammad Tazrin bin Muhammad Taijo.
We, as a student of International and Strategic Studies from University of Malaya, are calling all of you to spread this message and start helping people in needs. Thank you.